Welcome. Welcome to this one video. We are going to talk about 7 rules of engagement (ROE) for introvert entrepreneurship masterclass that you are going to attend. Probably you have already attended that, or probably you are here after reading a mail that I've asked you to read, or probably you haven't read the mail but then you just want to watch this consume and know about what are the rules of engagement that I have for the introvert entrepreneurship masterclass that we run on a frequent basis, because that's like the doorway of getting into the Academy of Art and Scientists. And I would like to share those pointers with you because this is an important element of how we do things, what we do things. It says the tone, it sets rules of engagement is something that I've learned from. It's like a military word that I've learned. And before even getting there, thank you so much for joining in this one video. Thank you so much for starting this video / podcast, how you're listening it. And yeah, let us talk about rules of engagement. So what is the rules of engagement? One of the things that I've learned as a rules of engagement from military term is whenever you go to a mission, there are rules of engagement. It can be any sort of a mission, but then, for example, if you're going to a restaurant, the rules of engagement is over there. It's like either you can eat it with a spoon or you can eat it directly with a hand. For example, just an example. Just you're getting the point. Right? Like for everything that you do, there is a rules of engagement. When you enter someone's house, either you leave the shoes outside the door, or you can wear inside the house, or you can leave the shoes inside the house. Anywhere you want to do. But then based on the house, there are certain rules set. When you go to any place, there are certain rules of engagement that we need to be following as a part of, as we are getting to something to do. There are like set of rules of engagement. We have to follow that anyway. So these are the set of rules of engagement that I have for the introvert entrepreneurship class, just because to help members, whoever attend, learn, understand, start implementing, not just be there, but to participate and get the best out of it, because time is an valuable asset. And I value time so much. I started recently valuing time because one of the things that I've learned from Grant Cardone, one sentence changed everything for me. Time is superior to money. Time is superior to money. Whenever you are spending time or investing time, you need to be very consciously understanding one thing is like, is my time going to be invested or is it just going to get wasted? So if you just have that one parameter of doing something, one metric to do something, when it in regards to time, a lot of things are going to change. Point being, what are the 7 tactical strategies that I've got? 7 rules of engagement that I've got. Now 7 rules of engagement for the class I have divided them into 2 categories. One is the tactical part, how it's supposed to be done, and one, the mindset part of it. So let us talk about the tactical part of it first. Is whenever you are, now this can be for you, this can be this I think if you have not attended the masterclass and if you're watching this, these are the rules of engagement that I expect from you when you be there inside the class. And if you're already a part of the Academy of Art and Scientists, watch this, learn from it. Don't just copy this, but then also have something on similar lines, even for your webinars, even for your workshops, even for your any session that you do, because it sets the tone of the upcoming time that people are going to spend with you. So the tactical strategy, the tactical rules of engagement 1 for me is taking physical notes. I am obsessed about this. You know why? Because I have taken a lot of notes on my phone. Notes, if you open the notepad, there are like thousands of notes that I've got on my phone. There are like thousands of things that I write it down, but then do we really go back and see those notes? I used to go to a lot of classes and lectures and so many things. Go attend seminars and lectures and webinars and online classes and what. I used to take a lot of notes on my phone. And have I ever visited them at least once? No. We just write them, we just forget about them, life takes over. So why is really important for me to taking physical notes? And even if you see, everything is for me on physical. Yes, again, it's going to be, if you're writing on digital notes, if you're taking digital notes and consuming it and going back to it, great, no problem. But then if you're just like me, an introvert who wants to build a business, who gets overwhelmed a lot of things, who takes notes and forgets about it, taking physical notes helps you a lot, because you are not just listening, but then you are also writing it down. When you're writing it down, subconsciously some cool scientific stuff happens, which helps you implement what you have learned on a sooner spaces. Point number 2 is when you attend the introvert class or any other session that you attend when it comes to the Academy of Art and Scientists or whatever that is, tune in from a laptop. Don't tune in from your phone. One of the reasons, you get a lot of notifications, you get tempted to leave out of the class, you just want to go WhatsApp that one friendship like that. But when you are tuned it from laptop, what happens is the experience becomes great. You're not just for example, if you're attending a Zoom call, what happens is you can see other members over there. You have all the features even on the phone, but then the small screen, the smaller attention span. The bigger thing, the bigger attention span. Just like that. It just happens. Tuning it from the laptop, for example, if I share you a few links, it becomes easier for you to click the link, go there, do stuff, come back, be a part of that group, be a part of it. Becomes more smoother and more comfortable, more convenient from your end, as well as from the speakers end as well, because you can track a lot of things. Point number 3 is, I'm a big fan of this one, no screenshots. No screenshots. How many times have you taken screenshots? We take screenshots of the slideshows. We take screenshots of the code that we like. We take screenshots of someone who has sent a video or a photo on WhatsApp, which is like one time limit. Like we do all that. Like we either record the video, we take a screenshot of one time watch one thing. We do that. But what happens is, how many times do you actually go back and visit it? We don't. No matter, instead of taking screenshots, if you're taking notes, that will be more impactful. The only intention that you're staying for Introvert Entrepreneurship Masterclass is so that you can learn something out of it. And when we have an intention of learning something out, what happens is you just don't want to learn, you want to improve from where you are, from where you want to be, from where you need to be. So what happens is, when you stop taking screenshots, and when you actually make an effort to write that one point in your notebook, like physical note, it shows the level of interest and commitment you have in improving your lifestyle, in becoming that entrepreneur that you want to be. Like, whatever intention you have of being in that masterclass, whatever intention you have in being in any masterclass, it shows the effort that you take. If you take one small little screenshot, which we never go back and see, it shows the level of interest for you as well. Point number 4 is silent external distractions for next 90 minutes. So when you attend the Introvert Masterclass, when you are attending any masterclasses, any webinars, any seminars or whatever that is, what do you mean by silencing external distractions? Is silent your phone, keep it away. Tell your family members, I am in a meeting for next 90 minutes. What happens is, when they walk in, when you have a bottle over here, when they come drink water over here, when they want to borrow this brush pen from you, when there's like, can I have that note? It's like someone's on the door. These distractions will take away the focus. Small distractions, someone's walking by this path, someone's coming this part of it, someone wants to read this book, someone wants to plant this, someone wants to take what it further over here. If you have all these micro distractions, what is happening is, you are making an intention, and sitting for the masterclass on the first go itself is a huge. It takes a lot of courage from your end to even do that. It takes a lot of efforts from your end to even be there, sit there, start learning. And when all these micro distractions starts to happen, you are already getting distracted. You're already getting irritated. Like, okay, you do this, you do that, and you're not able to focus on what is being said. And that way, you're not able to learn what's being said. That way, you won't be able to take those actions what is being said. That way, you're going to miss out on a lot of things. And again, time is superior to money. What happens is, when you miss out on a lot of things, time is just going on. And I don't really want you to waste the time. I don't want you to, from this point onwards, take note of your time so seriously, that where is my time actually going? Is it being productive? Am I learning something about it? Am I committing something? Am I working towards something and stuff like that? So again, this is not a time management class, but then silencing external distraction. So these were the tactical rules of engagement that I have for the Introvert Masterclass, Introvert Entrepreneur Masterclass. The 3 mindset level rules of engagement that I have is, first and foremost, this is something that I've learned from one of my mentor, Blaze Singer. He got the coach out of me, is finishing what you started. How many times has it happened when you started a book, you stopped it? You thought it's like, I'm getting bored, I don't want to. How many times have you started watching a movie and you walked away from the movie? How many times have you started reading a blog, you walked away from the blog? How many times have you started doing something and midway you did not felt it motivated enough, and it's like, okay, I just don't want to do it? Sometimes it's It's sometimes it's logical that it's so boring that it's like it's not even worth it watching. That's a different story altogether. But then sometimes just by the lack of patience, just by we are not so motivated to finish something, we just give it a midway and we go back to the life we had. Now, why is it very important for me to keep this as a rules of engagement? Like, you made an intention to stay in this one class, in this introvert entrepreneurship masterclass for next 90 minutes. I want you to give it a shot for next 90 minutes. Plan it. Okay, next 90 minutes I'm going to dedicate to this one class and see how this is going to improve, how this is going to how is this going to upgrade my life, how is this going to change the way I look at things, and what are the things that I need to pick from further, pick his base, like this is what he's saying, okay, this is one, keep on taking all those things from him, I was like keeping note of it, and how can I upgrade his life? Point being, finish what you started. Point number 2 is smile and enjoy. If you're not smiling, this is like a quote, right? If a day not smiled is a day wasted. If you think about it, if you actually think about it on a very deeper level, how many days of our lives have we wasted worrying, being stressed out, being all negative about life and stuff like that? When you want to do something, do it with full energy. Do it with full energy. Smile and enjoy. Like, be an empty vessel. For example, even if you have heard all these points from someone else, great. Okay, what can I learn something new from Fazal in just this one single point? What is Fazal's perspective? What is Fazal's thing that's directly relevant to what I'm going through today? Link it. Because a day is a different day altogether. Even if you have learned like 1,000 things on a daily basis, but then how can you connect this with what I'm going to do today? Changes whole perspective, and smile and enjoy. It releases cool chemicals within you, which will help you finish what you've started. Anyways, point number 3 is few things in the masterclass, in the Introvert Entrepreneurship Masterclass, is going to seem, look and sound like an alien language for you, which is going to be a bouncer to you. But stick along because you have made an intention to finish what you've started and you're going to enjoy the process going. And the third point is, there are a lot of terminologies that might come from my way, which is going to look like an alien language for you, but then I make sure that I am able to make you understand those things. Like, I can with small little examples, with daily practical examples, so that it becomes easier for you to digest it. It's easier for you to consume it. If you leave midway, what happens is you're not able to completely understand the whole thing. That way you're not able to take those actions. But when you stay for the full swing, whatever you think, it's like an alien language for you for in the beginning of something. Towards the end of it, those dots will connect. So just to help those dots within you connect, you have to make an intention to like 90 minutes a day, 90 minutes for that one class. That brings us to the conclusion of this one shortly planned video, which turned out to be 30 minutes now. So 7 strategies, right? Physical notes, tune in from a laptop, no screenshots, silent external distraction for 90 minutes, finish what you started, smile and enjoy. Few things might be an alien language, stick along, you will understand over a period of time. Thank you so much for making this video, and I hope to see you in an introvert entrepreneurship masterclass. If you have not already attended, if you have already attended, if you are a part of the Academy of Art Incentive, thank you so much for making that investment in the Academy, and thank you so much for investing your time in this one video / podcast, how you're listening, and I'm going to see you on the flip side live, however that is. Thank you so much. See you on the other side.
سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهدى يا صاحبي.